This man was eating his meal when suddenly, a massive explosion tore a hole through the wall of his house. A squad of fully armed soldiers stormed into the room, but instead of panicking, he instantly countered their attack, took one of them down, and held the rest at gunpoint, demanding they drop their weapons. Seeing that no one reacted, the man pulled the trigger without hesitation, because he knew none of them dared to shoot him. His name is Mike, and he's one of the top assassins in the world. After leaving the house, Mike climbed into an armored vehicle and set off with a convoy. It turned out a man named Carl had hired him to escort a girl to the United States. The deal included a $500,000 payout and a digital ID chip meant to bypass police scans. After getting out, he boarded a car that was airlifted by helicopter toward the destination. By dawn, he arrived at a convent. The girl he needed to escort was named Nora. A nun would accompany them, and the group immediately set off for the train station. In the middle of a dense crowd, Nora suddenly felt an overwhelming fear and bolted in the opposite direction. Sister Joan and Mike ran after her, trying to bring her back, but Nora resisted with all her strength. While they argued, a massive explosion erupted inside the train station. That was when Mike realized this girl might have some sort of precognitive ability. Later, he brought them to an underground fight club where he asked an old friend to help them get smuggled into the US. His friend managed to get 3 boat tickets. Just as they were about to leave, several burly men blocked their path. They claimed to be sent by Nora's father and offered Mike $1 million to hand her over. Mike tossed the cash into the air and used the distraction to flee with the others. Even though the offer was double, Mike was a professional with a code. As they fought their way through the chaos, the enemy numbers overwhelmed them. Nora was captured by a fighter and dragged into the cage. Mike followed, and when the fighter attacked, Mike had no choice but to fight back. The man was huge, but Mike was faster and smarter. Within a few moves, he had the fighter pinned down. At Nora's plea, he finally let him go. Once Nora learned these men were sent by her father, she ran off with them. Mike caught up and shot one of them in the leg. Nora didn't want anyone hurt because of her, so she reluctantly returned to Mike's side. The next day, the group followed Mike's friend to the shore, ready to begin their escape. Suddenly, a whistle blew, and everyone froze. The ice cracked open, and a nuclear submarine slowly rose to the surface.